Out where the treated paper tore and the mountain shadows ran, the wind still says their name sometimes through the pinyon and the sand. Colorado was young then, barely cutting to the map, with soldiers down at Garland and miners in the Gap. San Luis held the old ghosts, Canyon held the salt, and every road between them had a hunger in its jaw. Felipe rode with silence, Vivian rode near his side, two men out of the borderlands with thunder in their eyes. Some said it started with a warrant, some said land and some said war, some said heaven spoke in fire through a broken adobe door. But the dead don't answer questions, and the living rarely do. The pines only keep the footfalls of the ones who made it through. There's blood on the Veta, smoke on Hardscrabble, a prayer in the timber where the cold winds blow. One man with a grievance, one man with a saddle, and nobody clean when the red water show. Sangre de Cristo, bury what you know. He came back to Garland saying, Colonel, so. Franklin Bruce went quiet where the mill blades used to sing, and fear moved through the canyon like a crow on broken wings. Up through South Park, rumors down Bayou passed on, and started riding 2 by 2, and still felt all alone. They blamed the tribes, the rebels, the devil, and the snow, till one man lived to tell them which way the killers rode. The papers made them monsters, the campfires made them more, and every frightened settlement put rifles by the door. But stories grow in terror when the truth is hard to hold. A whisper turns to scripture when the night gets deep and cold. There's blood on La Veta, smoke on Hardscrabble, a prayer in the timber where the cold winds blow. One man with a grievance, one man with a saddle, and nobody clean when the red water show. Sangre de Cristo, bury what you know. He came back to Garland saying, Colonel, so. A posse caught Vivian where the morning light ran thin, shot him near the horses, but Felipe vanished in. They searched the rocks and gullies, they cursed the empty pine, but a man raised on hard country can disappear in time. Summer held its breathing, then autumn turned the leaves, and Felipe found a younger blood to ride beneath the trees. Near the pass they took a buggy, Phil Brook ran for life. Lola carried terror like a lantern through the night. Fort Garland heard the story, Colonel Tappan knew the name. He sent for Tobin, the tracker made a flame. Tobin read the broken grass, the ash, the hoof, the stone. Like the mountains wrote a letter, only he could read alone. There's blood on the Veta, smoke on Hardscrabble, a prayer so. Don't call it justice cleanly, don't call it vengeance dry. There are no white hats shining in that kind of mountain light. The treaty had its promises, the newspapers had their teeth, the soldiers had their orders, and the dead had no relief. Felipe had his reasons, but reasons rot with blood. Tobin had his duty, and duty dragged through mud. History ain't a courtroom, it's a graveyard in the snow. And the truth walks back half frozen, saying maybe so. Blackbirds turned above them, where an ox lay split and still. Tobin crawled through timber with his rifle up the hill. Felipe heard the branch snap, reached down for his gun, and the pass held in its breathing till the killing work was done. The young one fired a while, then the echo left his chest, and the Sangre de Cristo took the smoke back to the west. There's blood on the Veta, smoke on Hardscrabble, a prayer in the timber where the cold winds blow. One man with a grievance, one man with a saddle, and nobody clean when the red water showed. Sangre de Cristo, bury what you know. He came back to Garland, same Colonel, so. They say the 32 shadows still walk the passes right. They say Tobin brought the proof back with the morning at his side. Out where the treated paper tore and the mountain shadows ran, the wind still says the name sometimes through the pinyon and the sand. Colorado was young then, beard cut into the night.